And then what we saw was the Black Lives Matter protests, the pandemic, and how Sikhs had come together for that. And one person that I'd like to bring on for that is actually Daniel Puerto. He is an LGBTQ Colombian associate. He's also an immigrant and community activist fighting for human rights. And essentially, he's been somebody who's been asking the Sikh community to help with people who need food and other kinds of help. Daniel, thanks so much for being with us. I just want you to start by explaining how you got associated with the Sikh community, and particularly Himmat, who we both know. Can you explain that?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me today. So my name is Daniel, and we started doing a community approach to connect people to food during COVID. Jackson Heights, Elmhurst, Woodside, East Elmhurst, and Corona are among those with the highest numbers of cases and deaths in the whole country. And, you know, also one of the most communities that were food insecure. Lines of people who were hungry reached over 20 blocks. And so for us here as community organizers in one of the most heavily impacted districts, in the world due to COVID-19, we wanted to make sure that we were helping people by connecting them to food. I learned about Himmat Singh and the World Sikh Parliament through a colleague who Himmat and the World Sikh Parliament had been supporting by providing hot plates. And, you know, the impact of the Sikh community and in this case of Himmat and his team is nonetheless done through the principles and values of hope, hard work, and equality, making sure that everyone has access to food, that everyone is represented, and that people have hope that together we're going to get out of this horrific situation.
Yes, Daniel, one of the other things that we learned was how right after or towards the middle of the Black Lives Matter movement, which gained a lot of steam out here in New York with protests happening in almost every single borough, what we saw was that the Sikhs were basically following these protests, waiting for them to finish, and then serving hot meals to the people who had been protesting on the streets. Can you tell us a little bit about that? How are those moments and what you've learned from that?
I mean, it's beautiful. It truly is. The Sikh community stands for the United States of America, regardless of the problems that our country faces, in a way that really pursues the principles of a better life, of making sure that people are treated with equality and dignity, that people feel like they're on these struggles together. You know, we have seen obviously a lot of xenophobia, especially after 9/11, and with the, you know, tradition of langar or free kitchen, we have seen that the Sikh community is on the front lines, literally.
अमितोज, मैं आपको कुछ देर के लिए रोकना चाहूंगी और आपको सब दर्शकों को बताना ये चाहेंगे कि दिल से सेवा से वाकई में लोग दिल से जुड़ रहे हैं और अब तक जो लोगों का योगदान आया है 1,06,00,000 का हो गया है। ये जानकारी देने के लिए रोका था। जी अमितोज।
Fantastic.
Sorry, Daniel,
news.
You can complete.
1,06,00,000 and we are still, and all that goes straight to the Gurdwara directly.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you all, and please keep contributing so that their work can be spread even wider. Thank you for contributing. Keep going.